What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, it's Monday, and tonight we have the Eagles. Wow, the Eagles playing the Minnesota Vikings, and I would say I can't wait, but I think I can kind of wait because I feel like I'm going to an execution with this chip blooming. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but we're going to be eating a Pacquiao chip that turns your tongue blue, the 22 chip. But anyway, we'll be live streaming that and Philly 500 and the Eagles game. So we'll definitely, hopefully, have a good time with all that. Stephen Jones, and I don't know, I still don't really want to hear from the Joneses. I really still don't. I'm hurt. I am butthurt over the Joneses, you know, the stuff that they did to deconstruct this team. They got a reprieve for 1 week and all that, but still mad. I want a pound of flesh. Or at least a ride on the yacht. I could get over it with the yacht, or maybe in the helicopter. One of those. Let's get something out of this, okay? But be that as it may, Stephen Jones said that as far as Dak's return, that they could be week 5 or week 6, which would be Washington or the Eagles. Da-da-dun. I got a damn Gino alert here. Which could be one of those two. I don't know which it's going to be. It could be. That would mean that he'd be out for the Giants game this week and then possibly play the following week. Washington, that seems a little soon, but here's my thought, okay? And I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to be a doctor. But the thing that I will say that may help that along, and we don't know because we haven't heard from his doctor, we haven't heard from Dak, you know, we've heard the doctor say more like, 4 to 6 weeks as opposed to the Cowboys being more optimistic. The thing I will say is, when you looked at the brace that was on his hand, it almost looked like there's a ring right here, basically about, say, 3/8 of an inch wide, that's stabilizing right here. It looked like a piece that comes here and then a whole rack. So it's holding this straight right here, just like that, right? So to me, that says that the trauma is down here in this part of the bone. Now, when you look at your thumb move, you see how much movement there is up in here and how little movement there is here. And so if the break is actually here because his hand basically hit a helmet like that, then putting the plate and the screws in that, one, it's a bigger bone to be able to put that plate and stuff in there to lock it in place. The bone will fuse together quickly. And so it's not like if the bone is broken up here or up at the tip where this actually has to contact the football. You just got to be able to grip it, and really, it's these fingers that put the final push on it. It's got to be able to hold it tight here so it doesn't get knocked out and all that. I get that. But most of the finger work is what releases these fingers doing the spin off of it. So maybe that is possible. I don't know. I would love for a doctor, if there's a doctor in the house that's an orthopedic surgeon that works on thumbs, let me know if my diagnosis is anywhere close to being it. I think that maybe that's the reason why there's optimism, because basically he had the surgery a week ago. 2 weeks is how long you end up having the brace and stuff on it. After that, you start rehabbing because that's enough time for the bones basically to lock in place. Then it's a matter of getting the strength. I don't think he's going to be ready for the Washington game. It's just because literally that is 2 weeks from having the cast off of it, basically. But hey, what do I know? There's optimism there. We'll see if it's founded. But I know what a lot of people will say, and depending on what happens this week without Dak, because a lot of people are already on the board with saying, well, this team operates better without Dak than Cooper Rush. Well, that's easy to say right now because you only have 2 games with Cooper Rush. Because there's really no book out on Cooper Rush. As teams end up understanding Cooper Rush and there's now some film on him, they will start studying and finding out his flaws and his weaknesses. And make no mistake about it, that first half, the plays were scripted. They played a whole lot better. The team got stone cold in the second half. Now, you can't put that all on Cooper Rush. Dalton Schultz's fumble was a game changer right there. They changed how they were running the football and stuff. So, yeah, Cooper Rush played a good game. He played a good game. I don't know that that's sustainable, and I'm not one to say, yeah, we just need to turn the whole thing over to Cooper Rush. Now, if we go through and we play the Giants and all of a sudden, Cooper Rush is throwing like 350 yards and 4 TDs and the team is humming, I would be one of those ones of like, you go with the hot hand. And Dak, take your time getting this hand together. And then let him run, let him ride while he's hot. And then once he's not, that's when you go back to your main one. So, I'm not adverse to Cooper Rush playing. In fact, you're fortunate if Cooper Rush is good enough to the point where you say there's a quarterback controversy, because then you look and say, we got 2 guys we can win with. At least this time, Jerry Jones, who before, remember when he was talking about Brandon Wheaton, that Brandon Wheaton, he throws the prettiest ball that I'd have ever seen. That was some bull crap. But as far as Cooper Rush goes, they managed the game better. We had a lot less penalties. The offensive line played better, and the wide receivers got open. So collectively, everybody elevated their game, and that helps, because in the end, it's not about just one guy in football. Although you could look at that and say it is when it comes to Micah Parsons, but it's a team sport, and we only scored 20 points and we won because our defense only gave up 17. We had games where we were scoring 37 points and losing because our defense was giving up 40 plus points. You follow what I'm saying there? Yeah. It's one of those things that when your defense is stopping people, you don't have to take as many risks and try and play catch up. And I like that a lot more. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the Eagles have tonight. The NFL has been Jekyll and Hyde. Last week, some teams looked really, really good. And then this week, those same teams looked really, really bad, and vice versa. So it is truly a week-to-week league. The Eagles gave up 35 to the Lions, and maybe we got to look at the Lions and say the Lions are actually a good team, because they pretty much destroyed the Washington Commanders. But who knows? It's a long season, and we're here to enjoy it. Peace out.